My name is Serena. I am 27 years old. I live in a grand house filled with glass walls, shining floors, and expensive art. From the outside, it looks perfect, but inside, I often feel like a visitor. My parents love luxury. They love large parties, important guests, and conversations about money. They believe wealth can solve everything. They believe success brings happiness. But I have learned something different. Money can buy comfort. It cannot buy peace. Every week there is another celebration, another dinner with powerful people. And every time, my parents give me the same instructions. Look beautiful. Smile. Stand beside us. Make us proud. They repeat these words so often that I sometimes forget what I want. My parents have already chosen the man they want me to marry. His name is Victor. He is handsome, wealthy, confident. He owns businesses, cars, and properties in different cities. People in our circle call him a perfect match. But when he talks to me, he only talks about himself, his achievements, his investments, his plans. He never asks what I dream about. He never listens when I speak. My parents say, "He will protect you. He will give you security. You will understand later." But I do not want a life that looks secure and feels empty. I want someone who chooses me because he cares, not because our families match. One afternoon, while decorators prepared for yet another party, I sat alone in the living room. Workers carried flowers and lights. Music systems were tested. Laughter echoed through the house. Everyone was busy, except me. I felt invisible in my own home. And then a sudden idea entered my mind. Bold, risky, almost foolish. What if I surprised them? What if, just once, I made my own choice? That evening, I walked to the park near the main road. I needed air. I needed space to think. That is when I noticed him. A man sat quietly on a wooden bench near the pond. His clothes were worn. His shoes looked old. A small bag rested at his feet. But he did not look desperate. He looked peaceful, as if he had stepped away from the noise of the world. For a moment I hesitated, then I walked toward him. "Hello," I said softly. He looked surprised, as if strangers rarely spoke to him. "I need your help," I said. I told him about the party, about Victor, about my parents' expectations. Then I asked the question that changed everything. "Would you pretend to be my boyfriend for one night?" He stared at me. "Are you serious?" he asked. "Yes," I replied. "I will pay you. I just need one evening." He became thoughtful. "Why me?" "Because you are not part of my world," I said honestly. "You won't try to impress anyone. You'll just be real." He studied my face carefully. After a long pause, he nodded. "My name is Noah," he said. And somehow, that simple answer felt important. The next day, I arranged for my driver to bring Noah to my house. The staff looked confused when they saw him. "Who is he?" someone whispered. "He is my guest," I said firmly. Later that evening, there was a knock on my bedroom door. When I opened it, I barely recognized him. He wore clean, simple clothes. His hair was neatly styled. He looked confident, not flashy, just calm. "Is this acceptable?" he asked with a small smile. "Yes," I said quietly. "It's perfect." Shock and silence. When we entered the hall, the music slowed. People stared. My parents' expressions changed instantly. Serena, my mother whispered, her smile tight. Who is this? This is my boyfriend, I said clearly. Noah. Victor approached us, his face controlled but tense. So this is your choice? He asked. Before I could answer, Noah spoke calmly. I may not have wealth, he said, but I have respect. The room fell silent, and for the first time that night, I felt proud. Later, my father pulled me into the garden. This ends now, he said sharply. You will not embarrass this family. My hands trembled, but I did not lower my head. I am not a child, I said. I want to choose my own life. He looked shocked. Then Noah stepped forward. She deserves to speak, he said quietly. You do not belong here, my father replied coldly. Maybe not, Noah answered, but she asked me to stand beside her. Something shifted in that moment, and something stronger awakened inside me. Later, in the quiet garden, Noah told me something unexpected. 1 year ago, he said, I had everything. A successful career, a house, a car, money. I stared at him in surprise. Why leave it? Because I didn't know who truly cared about me, he replied. When I had money, everyone was kind. I wanted to know who would still respect me without it. My heart felt heavy. When you spoke to me in the park, he continued, you didn't look at me with pity. You spoke to me like I mattered. My eyes filled with tears. For the first time, someone had seen me, not my family name, not my wealth, but me. When my parents confronted us again, I did not stay silent. Maybe he does not have money, I said, my voice shaking but steady. But he listens. He respects me. That matters more. I am tired of living for appearances. I want a life that feels true. For the first time, my parents did not argue immediately. They looked uncertain, and I realized something powerful. They were afraid of losing control, afraid of losing me. Later, Victor approached me alone. I thought this was what we both wanted, he said quietly. It was what our families wanted, I replied gently, not what I wanted. He nodded slowly and walked away. I felt no anger toward him, only relief. At the front gate, Noah looked at me seriously. If you want me to stay in your life, I will, he said. If you want me to leave and rebuild my old world, I will do that too. He was not offering riches. He was offering freedom, choice, respect. Stay, I whispered. Let's discover our future together. He took my hand gently, not tightly, not possessively, just with quiet trust. We walked into the night, away from expectations, away from fear, away from the life others had written for me.
I do not know what tomorrow will bring, but I know this for the first time in my life. My future belongs to me.